my goal for this weekend was to be within the top 40, and in free practice I was 38th, I think. So, well, within the top 40 to qualify for the race, because only 40 of us are allowed to race, and I think there's 48 people that have entered. So yeah, glad to be sort of within that in the first free practice session. I was doing like 38 2s, 38 3s, so got loads. I think I could get into the 37s easy. I've just got to sort of put a good lap together. So we had free practice 1, had a bit of a mishap, ended up in the gravel, but we stayed upright. And then yeah, we've got free practice 2 in about an hour, and then yeah, I'll have a full debrief and have a proper talk. But yeah, today is literally such a mind-blowing thing, like being here and seeing all the people out. And this is only a Friday, do you know what I mean? Saturday and Sunday is going to be even more mental with people. But yeah, just getting to grips with everything is crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I'll go out for FP2 and I will keep you updated. Right, so we've just got back from the circuit. It's been a long day, definitely. Not in terms of track time, just more in the terms of that I've been up since like 5 AM. And for some of you guys, that's not early at all, but for me, yeah, it's like 5 AM is too early. Did the debrief for FP1. FP2, I'd improved on my lap time by 0.3 of a second. We did have a red flag halfway through the session, so it did kind of like mess things up a little bit. I'd been out on scrubs as well, whereas a couple of other lads were putting fresh tyres in for like basically scrubbing them in ready for quali tomorrow. We got into the 38s. I'd got into a 38 flat pretty much on the second session. However, everyone else had got quicker, so I ended up being 43rd out of 44. So yeah, not amazing, but for my first time out on the bike, I'd take that away as an achievement, because I've not actually come last in any of the sessions. And to say I've literally had an hour on the bike. I did half an hour this morning and then half an hour this afternoon. There's still a long way to go. I think I'm like 6 seconds off the fast, but like the top lads, which obviously is a lot. I went for a track walk this evening as well, and yeah, it was good. Just sort of picking up on some lines where I could possibly brake a little bit later or brake a bit earlier and carry more corner speed. But yeah, it's been a tough day. We've got quali tomorrow, and that's literally it tomorrow, just qualifying. At like 11:20, and then there's literally nothing to do before or after. So yeah, I'm hoping, my goal is to be in that top 40. I only need to out qualify 4 people and get us into the race, because basically, for some of you that don't know, only the top 40 get to race. 40 is like the max grid you can have, and I think there's been 45 entrances. So yeah, basically need to be in that top 40. As long as I'm in that top 40, I'm in the race. So yeah, but yeah, honestly, today's been really overwhelming as well. I think just because, like, as a kid, when you're growing up, especially for myself, growing up and like seeing like people that you like idolize, essentially just walking around in the same paddock and on the same track as you, and it's crazy. Like, I think Richard Cooper was parked across the road from us, and then just seeing Danny Kent, because his brother was like 4 tenths down from us, just Danny Kent on his scooter, a Moto3 world champion, and then Scott Redding on his scooter. And in my briefing I had John McGuinness. I mean, these are all people that as a kid I just thought, oh yeah, I want to be like them. So to be with those people it's really mind-blowing. It actually is, it's mental, absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's it for Friday. I'll see you tomorrow, Saturday, and then fingers crossed we can put a good lap together and get us into that top 40. So yeah, see you later. Right, so again, unfortunately, not a lot of filming today, just because BSB don't allow cameras, well, unauthorized cameras, basically GoPros and stuff, on the bike. So all the action that you guys actually want to see can't, unfortunately. However, the goal, like I said yesterday, was to be in that top 40, and
we went and did it. We were P37. I think there was 45 bikes out, and basically to get into the race, you had to be in the top 40. Qualified 37th. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. Honestly, it was crazy. I remember going out for qualifying and then just really struggling in terms of getting myself to get a good lap time together. I just kept on running wide, and I couldn't get a lap together, really struggling. And I was looking down on the dashboard. It gives you like a little, like whether you're up or down, like a red or a green. And I kept on seeing red, and then I see green for like a sector, and then I go back down to red, and I was getting really frustrated. So I pulled into the pits, gave myself 5 minutes, had a bit of fluids, and then yeah, went back out. I think there was like 5 minutes left of the session, jumped back on the bike, went out, and then on the second to last lap, I was like, right, this is going to be the lap. I messed up into Druids, I missed the gear, and then ran on. So I was like, oh. So, and then yeah, jumped back on it again for the next lap, and I seen there was like 1 minute, well, I think there was 58 seconds left. I was like, well, this lap's gonna have to count. So yeah, I went into turn 1, and I see Bright passed me, I think, and then yeah, just tagged onto the back of him, well, tried to tag onto the back of him, and then yeah, I managed to come into the last corner. Like, I was like 0.4 up, I think, and then some lad come up the inside of me on a CF moto, tagged onto his slipstream, and then yeah, we came across the line to do like a 35.5. Over the moon that I qualified for the race. It was crazy, but I mean, it's stuff like this. Like, I'm on a track walk now, currently vlogging, and like just seeing all these, like all the sponsor boards, and then this is all lined with fans, and this is all lined with fans, and it's something different. Honestly, it is crazy. In the paddock with all these people, like I said yesterday, like people like Danny Kent and John McPhee, Scott Redding, Kyle Ryde, Bradley Red, like all these world championship riders, and you're just casually seeing them, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, like I said yesterday, we had Richard Cooper parked across, and he still was today. So yeah, it's something special, really, to be fair. And to qualify, like, these riders are the best across the UK. Like, you're not going to get any quicker riders across the UK than these people that are here. Being able to make it here is, like, honestly, I was on the brink of tears. I was literally about to cry. Catch up with you at the hotel, and then we can do a run through for tomorrow, and yeah, see you tomorrow. So that's a wrap. That was the end of the race for us. We only had one race today, so it's not a lot of track time this weekend, but yeah, like I said yesterday, to even be here is crazy. Like watching the, like when you're on the cool down, like watching the fat line, looking at the fans and everything, it's so much to take in. So yeah, in terms of the race debrief, we finished 30th. So I started P36. And then, no, sorry, I started P37, got bumped up because two riders pulled out of the race due to injury and something happened off track, I think. So P35 I started, so yeah, P30 as a finish. So 5 places gained in the race, which is good. I tried to tag on to Kieran Kent on the first couple laps, and I was there with him, and then got a little bit fatigued towards the end, and then 2 other lads passed me, and then we had a bit of a battle, the 3 of us, and then I started dropping back and back and back. Had a good gap behind me, so I wasn't too worried. But yeah, we managed to make it to the end of the race in P30, so yeah, 5 positions up, and we didn't finish last, and we stayed upright on both wheels, so yeah, that's a bonus. The team are happy with how I've got on, everyone there. Thank you to everyone in the team that helped me with either nutrition, fitness, putting the bike under me, fixing the bike, suspension, everything. It was done for me, so yeah, thank you to everyone that helped out, and then a big shout out to Mumsy for doing all the filming. Munching on food.
I was going to say she's munching chocolate.
But yeah, so yeah, shout out to Mum for hotel, car, food, everything. So that's us done for British Superbikes round 1 for us. successful, I'd say. So yeah, next round is in 2 weeks, so I shall see you in 2 weeks.